After decades of anchoring Europe's security, the United States is now preparing to scale back its military presence on the continent, marking what could be one of the most consequential realignments in NATO since the Cold War. US Ambassador to NATO, Matthew Whitaker, confirmed on Friday that Washington will begin consultations with European allies later this year on reducing American troops. The process, he emphasized, will unfold after the NATO summit in The Hague this June. Pressed about reports that the Trump administration is considering a significant withdrawal, Whitaker said, "Nothing has been determined, but acknowledged the decision-making was already in motion." Speaking at a security conference in Estonia, he signaled that Trump had drawn a line. These conversations will happen within the NATO structure, Whitaker said, stressing the move reflects a long-standing US policy direction, not an abrupt shift.
It's more than 30 years of US desire to reduce troops in Europe, President Trump just said. Enough. This is going to happen, and it's going to happen now. This is going to be orderly. But we are not going to have any more patience for foot dragging in this situation. We just need to work through the practical consequences.
While assuring allies that Washington will remain in NATO, a great friend and a great ally, Whitaker's remarks nonetheless sharpened European anxieties about America's long-term intentions. According to Reuters, Whitaker maintained that any troop changes would be carefully coordinated to avoid security gaps. Still, the message from Washington is increasingly clear. America is reprioritizing its global commitments. At the same conference, Whitaker warned the European Union not to sideline non-EU firms from defense contracts, arguing that such protectionism would hurt NATO interoperability, inflate costs, and hinder Europe's rearmament. Echoing this recalibration, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told NATO allies in February that stark strategic realities now limit Washington's ability to prioritize Europe's security.
In three of the most strategically important regions in the world, we are increasing allied burden sharing while we increase deterrence. So as Europe shoulders more of the burden in continental security, that frees up resources for us to focus on countering the malign influence of the Communist Chinese where it matters most.
With troop levels on the table and NATO unity under fresh scrutiny, Trump's White House appears poised to force a new reckoning. One that puts Europe on notice, redraws the map of US global priorities, and tests the core promise of collective defense.